What is the impact of an MSP? GIZ's Partnerships2030 and the Partnerships Resource Centre have joined forces in a learning trajectory with 8 multi-stakeholder partnerships, or MSPs. MSPs are constellations of multiple organisations, for example the government, businesses and NGOs, working together to achieve sustainable development. An MSP is typically formed when the issue is considered too complex to be addressed by a single organisation or sector. MSPs are expected to be an effective approach for tackling the challenges addressed in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. However, it is difficult to fully understand how MSPs work and what their impact is. So, we asked ourselves, how does an MSP realise its ambition, and how can these results be captured so that they can be communicated? We reviewed the literature and are working closely with the 8 MSPs. Based on this, we have identified key concepts and developed a conceptual framework focusing on the impact of MSPs. We came up with the impact narrative. What do we mean by this? In capturing the impact of an MSP, 2 elements are important: an impact pathway that documents the steps of the MSP from activities and outputs through to outcomes and impact, and 5 impact levels ranging from the individual and organisational to the societal level. These 2 elements come together in an impact narrative, which allows for a deeper understanding of not just what happened to whom, but also why it happened and the resulting implications. In workshops with 8 MSPs, we adapted these concepts to the respective MSP practices and integrated their feedback into the general approach, framework and tool. What have we learned so far? First, there are different routes to results. A widely shared perception is that great importance is attached to the end result. However, in practice, MSPs take a much more flexible route, realising impact along the way. By doing so, they are able to adapt to the arising circumstances and to react quickly to new opportunities and unforeseen challenges at short notice. Secondly, the reality of MSPs is highly complex, and by default, a linear conceptual model is not able to capture this fully. We learned that working with visualization helps to understand and effectively communicate the added value of MSPs. This learning journey continues. We will focus on new ways for MSPs to improve the monitoring of their impact. That way, it will become clearer exactly how MSPs contribute to the realisation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development.